Have we started yet, by the way?
No, I'm trying to.
Okay. So the reason I'm the big sad, up until now, I was at a live concert of a famous rapper. That was taking place in my hometown. So I spot myself a cute girl that
And
is
we are
one
live,
head
Chris, by the
taller
way.
than me.
You can
Oh
keep
shit.
talking, but we are live.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
It just
I'm
started
already
working.
in. We're doing it live. Fuck it.
Okay, keep
So I
going.
spot this cute.
And I assume she had a mushroom-like monster in her hands.
No. The punchline to that joke is a cute girl, taller than me. I work at both the goal and the perfect opener line to talk to her. I do, and she says she's 15.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, brain immediately goes abort, abort.
Yep. Are laws over there strict about stuff like that as well?
Oh, 17 is the legal age, I think. So,
Okay.
but still, even if it were lower, I'm a
True.
man of principle.
Right. Well, okay. Ooh, look at that. We got a bunch of people. Who is legit depression here? Let's see. Is that a new person?
Depression is the thing I live with.
Is that a new person, Jono? Have you seen that user?
oh, I don't know.
There's
Who's that?
Dio.
He has only Monster Elite. Show yourself.
Legit depression. They are green. So we'd have to look through the new monster rights. Let's see real quick. Oh.
Legit depression. Yeah, that's the thing I have. Welcome. You finally come to haunt me outside of my mind.
It's a real monster. And yeah, legit depression just joined the channel pretty recently. Looks like. Yep. Cool. Awesome. We got somebody new. And depressed like us. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Let's start the music here. Hopefully people are starting to get notifications here. We got a watcher. It's probably one of us. If anybody can check if we have audio and all of that. Let me see. Yep. Everything sounds good. Hopefully Pro comes back with good audio. He's doing the old Chris.
No, what?
Pro's doing the old Chris. His audio is really quiet.
No, it's just late at night and I'm speaking quietly.
Well, no, now you're good. It's the old Chris. Your audio used to be quieter, but for months now it's been better. Okay, the music's going. That means we're on board here. All right. It's going to be exciting. Oh, and Z, are you there?
Yes, I'm still.
Please pronounce that 3 times in a row if you can.
Arthur had found a title to a movie in my native language. It's Danish, so all the Danes out there. Yep. And when animals dream is no dyr. I do not know this movie. I haven't heard of it.
It sounds French.
Oh God!
Okay, pronounce it clearly 2 more times. See if you can.
No dyr. No dyr.
Yeah, it sounds French.
I hope it doesn't cut off on the live stream. No, I just got no. I didn't get the last one.
Not. I've said it 3 times.
Okay, hopefully the stream got it. Otherwise, I'm gonna bug you again. Alrighty, let's get these the exposure right here. Got the light on my face so that you guys can see I'm real. I'm not just a puppet. Okay, I think we're good. Let me see here. Let me double check. Okay, we got somebody. Yes, Raincrawler. Awesome. Excellent. And I am in the right text area. Excellent. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Voices of the Monsterhood, the channel that is represented by the Monsterites, us. Today is Monstercast number 47. We do these every Saturday, usually. Sometimes we skip one if we need to, as we have the last one. So it's been a little while. I missed you guys. So 47 weeks, that means, basically. That's pretty wild. Today we're talking about mushroom monsters. So just basically look up some type of fungus or mushroom monster from some sort of lore or whatever that you enjoy. Share about it, and that's it. We'll keep it simple. I do need to keep this one under 2 hours, as I need to, I have other prior engagements that I need to get to soon after this. Let's see. Oh, this window is too big, and now it's good. All right. So I think I'm going to start with everybody that wants to share from the bottom of the list today. We're going to go from bottom. I'm not going to share. Anything else? Let me see. Dande's challenge. He does an art challenge, a drawing challenge. I think since he's not here, he was saying we can share. We can share it later. I can even share it on the stream maybe next weekend. But he will announce his next challenge. The last one was night monsters that come out at night. Okay, so anyone is always welcome to join that. All right, make sure Legit Depression looks like the new person knows where they should be, which text chat. So make sure we always help those people find their way to the voice if they're only in text, to voice replies and stuff. Jono, stop playing Hitman 2, and let's get going. So I want to welcome everybody.
I for today, so.
Guten Tag, Mr. Darth Phoenix. Awesome to see you again today. Yesterday we had Fridays with Pro here, one of our most prestigious members here that runs a gathering just to hang out on Voice on Fridays. We have Hola Amigo. We have JMPF. We have...
Hello.
There we go. Let's see, Jono. We have... how do I say hi in Italian?
It is I. It is I.
I'll just say hi to him. That's what he gets. Welcome, Jono. Welcome. I'm glad you're here today, and I'm glad you're here on time. You don't have to rush yourself.
I was there at 5.
There you go.
Way before you are.
There you go. Now he gets cocky. We have Chris. Welcome, Chris.
Hello.
Good to see you again today.
I am not actually late.
No, you are not. Let me know, guys, if my mic is fine or if it's too low or too high, if possible. We do have also Legit Depression, which is a new member, and the first time we've seen them in voice, so welcome and greetings, Legit Depression. And they are...
I see a legit depression.
That's exciting.
Mostly in the mirror.
It's exciting to figure out who this person is. They are typing. They said, hey. All right.
Oh God, it's Pepper.
Then we say...
No offense. It's just... Oh God.
Then we
Do
have...
not mess with the 7-foot-tall pig.
C. Hello, C, and welcome. Good to have you.
Hello. It's...
C's a little drunk with life today. Don't give me that look, they say. All right. Then we have Dio, the Holy Dio. Oh, the evil Darth and the Holy Dio. Guten Tag, Holy Dio. You the weirdo. All right, awesome to have you guys. And over on YouTube, we have Raincrawler that's joined us. Louis Zenadog. Welcome. I'm glad Louis is here because that is his thing. Mushroom monsters that we were going to talk about. And we know at least he's here today. So he's there. Your thing won. Congratulations, Louis. You weren't even here to vote. Okay, let's get going then. Let's start with Mr. By the way, how is everybody? Let's take it easy here. Everybody doing good? Live? You're here? Everybody's quiet.
So who starts?
Okay, maybe they didn't hear me. Okay, we'll just get started then. We'll start with you, no, we'll start with Dio. Dio, surprise. I'm starting from the bottom of the list. Dio, do you have any mushroom or fungus monster you would like to share about today? Louis and Rain, you guys can post at any time if you wish. I will read yours after we finish with the current voice person. Or non-voice, the Discord person. Alrighty. I need to ask Raincrawler what he thinks about my drawings, because he drawing God. Yeah. I like Raincrawler's drawings, and I like the themes behind them very much. Alright. Dio's typing up. So I'm going to ask you guys again. How are you guys?
Yep.
Repeat thine question.
No, that's why Z said yep. I'm asking you, how are you guys? How you doing?
I am most.
I have already shared why I'm the big sad.
Oh, it's a
I've been better.
15 out of 17.
Aw, he's been better.
See,
Okay.
normally I would rebuke you for that, Z, but that is a great play on the 5 out of 7 meme, so you get a pass.
Yes.
Okay, so Dio has brought up, laugh aloud, I could mention the Goomba from Mario. So, there we go. That is a mushroom monster indeed. What else can we say about it? What else do you know about it, Dio? Anybody else know anything about him? Any kind of lore that's strange?
Nope.
These are the most regular type of monsters faced in the Mario series.
Well,
They are based upon mushrooms in the Mushroom Kingdom of Nintendo's Mario series, so...
we do have some disagreement with Dio's doppelganger. Possibly. Darth Phoenix is saying they aren't mushrooms. I thought they were.
Well, the thing is that they are actually not mushrooms themselves, but they look like mushrooms. I can accept this. Shush you,
Possibly.
Darth Phoenix!
They are
Those are
Goombas, right?
This counts.
Oh, they are based on Chestnut. Tell us more, Phoenix. See, there's always someone that knows this stuff. Do tell, do tell. We need to hear this. This is so important.
Isn't I'm trying to make this look like there actually are a lot of mushroom monsters out
Louis
there.
said-
Not all.
I'm good. Where do I start? I'll send it via Messenger. Oh, okay, so I'll have to
I feel-
open my...
Well, the thing is that these things ironically serves a turtle. A giant turtle, no less.
Why
A
is it
fire
ironic?
spewing turtle.
Why
Yes.
is it ironic, though?
Because it's... They're mushrooms.
How does that relate to it be? How does
Turtles
that make
eat mushrooms.
serving a turtle ironic?
Well, that's the thing. They're mushrooms, but they serve Bowser, which is a giant fire spewing turtle.
Okay, but how is that ironic, though?
Mamma mia.
Just shut up, would you? I know you
Your-
won't, so... No.
Your logic is flawed, Z.
I know, you should know me by now that I'm making a lot of flawed logic. Anyway, in the original story, if I remember correctly, it was something where they were being forced out from their homes by the Toads, which is the friendly NPCs in Mario. In case you didn't know, everyone should know, but in case you didn't.
Do you think this creature is complete enough to be a Pokemon? Did you guys hear me, or do I just get a silent treatment? Okay.
I
Don't care about Pokemon that much, so sorry.
I don't either.
I
That's
really don't know how to answer to a Goomba as a Pokemon. What would it evolve into? Well,
You just broke Raincrawler's mind, by the way, Darth Phoenix, so take that for responsibility. Okay? He is shocked that they are not mushrooms. We are all shocked they are
well,
not
the
mushrooms.
thing is, they are not mushrooms themselves, but they are not based
Okay.
on mushrooms, but they clearly are mushrooms to some extent. As
Let's
they
get to the
used to live in
source.
a mushroom kingdom.
Darth Phoenix, you're in text. You're hearing me okay? Tell us, where did you find out that they're based on the chestnut? I was thinking acorn. Where did you find out they're based on the chestnut? Please let us know that, and we'll continue from there. If you have
Say
something
guided
else, deal, let me know.
Goomba now.
A video.
I'm going to.
A video, okay. And the video was discussing some lore stuff, and apparently they knew what they're talking about. Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. The Goombas were based on chestnut. Do your own research. Do your own due diligence before you go trying to eat them. Alrighty. Beautiful. So our first mushroom monster is not a mushroom, but looks like one. Fair enough. Fair enough. I thought it was... yeah. Okay. Continuing. Let's go with C. C's excited. C's always excited.
Hello. I'm here to talk to you about cordyceps, which is, for all intents and purposes, a mushroom.
That sounds like a dirty utensil.
Well, it kind of is. It infects, what's it called, ants, make them crawl up where it's away from the hive, humid and all, and then it grows out of its head like a new antenna in the most creepy ways to spread its spores and infect new ants.
I need pictures.
That'd be cordyceps. Mushroom parasite.
Write down the word C, and I'll find a picture if you don't have one. It's my lazy one-handedness. If you guys write down the word, I'll right-click on it and Google search it.
I am surprised, Z. I thought I was the only one who'll be talking about a real-world thing.
Oh, so that's C.
Yes, here you go.
Okay, you got it. All right.
There's a YouTube video here.
Oh, okay. Let's see this. Turn off the volume. All right. C. Thank you for bringing real-life monster to us. Ah, okay. So you're talking about that fungus that overcomes ants.
Yes. Cordyceps.
Nice. Cordyceps. Makes the ants
Well,
go
these-
back down to the ground where it spreads itself, basically.
It will crawl up where they could spread its spores, whatever, and just go, yay, more ants getting infected.
Yeah, that stuff
Lovely.
is so fascinating because it's mind, or at least body function controlling. And yeah, these creatures or organisms do it on simple creatures, but there's nothing to say eventually we'll find something, or that there isn't something that can do that to more advanced, more developed brains, such as ours and those of
Yes,
other
it is.
animals.
It is
Fascinating.
rather,
We could already be having that,
it is
to be
rather
honest.
terrifying.
If you think about it, what 80% of who we are or so is bacteria and different organisms that we're formed of. They may be manipulating constantly what we're thinking, how we're feeling, when we're feeling hungry, when we're feeling excited. We may already be under control
Mushrooms.
by this stuff. Just many of them. Cordyceps. I need my cordyceps now, and get my gloves as well.
What?
Excellent. But I need to do that in a German accent. So I would need Dio or Darth to say that in English with a German accent. I need my cordyceps. Okay, I'll stop now. Oh, there are mushrooms. I picked the... Okay, so Louis will share next. I hope that person comes back. I hope they realize they don't have to share. They don't freak out from that. So, if anybody can call out the legit depression on Discord, see if they can come back. Let them know they don't have to share. They can just listen. All right, continuing. Jono's still playing Hitman. Well. First time Slayer on the Monstercast.
So I'm just listening to your picks.
So Louis says I picked the Myconids from Dungeons and Dragons. Awesome. I'm going to Google that for you guys if you guys want to help find some images. That always helps with the viewing pleasure. Myconids. I love Myconids. I love mushroom monsters.
it's done that.
I think Jono said he's not a fan of... Well, we'll get to that when it's your turn, Jono, but I think you said you're not a fan of mushroom monsters.
I know nothing basically.
Oh, okay. You don't know much. Okay, about it. All right. Well, I'm showing some here. I'm gonna bring him over. I hope Gargamel can join us since he was disappointed we canceled the last one and he showed up. So here's some iconids. Louis, if you can share anything more about them that you know. I made a pretty cool myconid sketch, my sketchbook that actually sold on eBay a few months back. Copy. Which always saddens me because you do art, and if you do it for sale, I don't know. I just get attached to my art, especially if I really like it, and I always think you can't recreate it. You probably can. You can.
This
do
is
the
why
same thing.
this is why I do digital stuff.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. All right, here we go. So there's some iconics for you. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, he
these are
can't-
nice.
Adorable.
He can't. He said, "Oh, thank you, Darth. Wow, Darth finally is the one that took the task of contacting Legit Depression. Thank you, Darth. Is that a friend of yours? In either case, he said he's busy. Cool. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you very much. I'll give you a couple watermelons for that. That's wonderful. Okay, so myconids are these humanoid mushrooms. That's it. It's basically, I wasn't going to share today because of time. Oh my, Donde's here. Welcome, Donde. So I wasn't going to share because of time and also because, well, mainly because of time. I want to keep things moving here. I have actually brought up a mushroom monster in the past when I was reminiscing about EverQuest when we were talking about, I think, video game monsters. And it's basically this. Just these are much more beautiful. These concept arts are gorgeous. What do you guys think of these? What do you think of the concept arts, the
are.
idea?
They are
And
pretty
they-
nice.
They look quite adorable.
Nice. The thing I
Told you it was the mushroom monster.
I think that what I like so much about mushroom monsters also is the variety.
It's
like
how they taste with cream and a lot of bacon.
and
Yes.
make you
Try
hallucinate.
it on the pan for the moment. Yes.
But yeah, I think it's the variety you can get out of them. Just like praying mantises or octopus or octopi. There's so many variations of them. And with monsters, I think with mushroom monsters you can do so much. There's so much
But
creative freedom you have, yet you don't sway far away from
Mush-
what it actually is.
mushrooms are, for all intents and purposes, a very broad term for things you can do.
What is going on here? What's with all these
Yes, but-
noises? Can't have that
Actually,
here.
the mushrooms do, but with a lot of cream as a nice
So
Nice
cream mushroom
cream.
soup.
Cream, huh?
basic with bacon.
Okay, Louis says they
Okay, so-
are. Go ahead, see. Chris, finish your banter with.
So what you're referring to is cream mushroom soup with bacon in it. It's not something
Basically.
special.
It tastes good.
Okay. That doesn't make it a special dish though.
Oh, Louis, I'm sorry because I was looking at your message on Facebook and I took your images and I totally forgot. So here are the two images that Louis also sent me. I'm such a goof.
What are these creatures? I did not catch their names.
Donde, so far we talked about the Goombas. C talked about the fungus.
I do not remember its name now. Cordyceps? Yes,
No, you
cordyceps.
forgot it. Cordyceps, which is a type of fungus that overcomes ants in real life. And then Louis has mentioned these guys from. I'm sorry, your elbow aches from Dungeons and Dragons. So sorry, Louis. Let me catch up with your secret message there. Secret is such a better word than private, isn't it? The myconids from... Okay, so you just told me that. Okay. So what he said here, though, they are people based on mushrooms. They can share a mind. Okay, so they have a kind of hive mind. Like the Navi, they are many different kinds of them. Right, and I think, Louis, if... I don't know enough. I don't know if you do. They have a culture of their own, maybe... and they don't have too much an ability, right? Maybe healing. That's about all. I mean, using weapons, stuff like that. Raincrawler says amazing work. It is. I love it. Raincrawler, I would love to see you draw some fungus monster. Maybe I have already. I'm not sure. And Louis, I know he has the vine monster and hero. But yeah, we should all have drawn a mushroom monster sometime in our life. Continuing. And everybody's leaving. How rude. Let's see.
Very rude.
Okay, we'll continue. Oh, by the way, Donde, you're here. Would you like to share the challenge today, maybe at the end? Or do you want to do it next week? And you don't want to announce the next one today, right? You want to do it on Monday. Yes, the new one on Monday. Okay, cool. It will be extended into October. Oh, it will. Okay, awesome. And to all the artists and creators out there, we will be having our monster art contest. Once again, we've been doing it always on our channel ever since we started. I will announce the theme beginning of October, maybe late September. Alrighty. Yes, the new one. So, Donde, do you want me to share the results of the last challenge today or next time? If you have it ready, I can do it today after everybody has shared their mushroom monsters. And he leveled up. Congratulations. Watermelon for that. Next time. Okay. All right. That's fine, Donde. Let's move on. Let's go to Krzysztof.
Everyone's gone besides me, correct?
I'm moving up today. I'm moving up the name scale, so everybody above you has not gone yet.
See. Would you mind giving me about 5 minutes so to possibly go
Yep.
through someone else first?
Yeah.
Start a thing.
Absolutely okay. Let's move on to the next person for now. That's JMPF. Hola, JMPF. Are you ready? Do you have anything to share as far as mushroom monsters?
Yes, I have. Wait a second. I'm gonna write.
Okay. He's going to write. Louis says, don't leave, folks. It's just getting started. Yeah, I don't know what's up. What's up with them? These guys were all active yesterday. We were having such an amazing time. I know Dio sometimes move out to listen to music, but Jono and Pro? How could they? Yeah, whatever. You're welcome to do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't interrupt. Ooh, nice. Thank you, JMPF. Now we're talking. All ready and set up. Okay, so let's see here. We have JMPF. Fungal monsters from World of Warcraft are fungus-like creatures found on both Azeroth, Outland, and Argus. They closely resemble bog beasts. Lotheb, that's a cool name, kinda. Lotheb is an undead fungal monster. He was the hideous result of fusing the living plague of the Plaguelands with the bog beasts of Azeroth. He can be found at the end of the Plague Quarter in Naxxramas. The mire beasts of the wetlands are symptoms of the earth's disturbance, a foulness of rot given form. They take the shape of bog beasts, infested within with decaying spores, forcing out flourished life in, I like that, in the swamp, taking all and leaving only rot. Oh, okay, so forcing out. But it's still giving rot, which is a kind of life. It's just, again, a fungus type of life. Beautiful. When we talked about our theme monster, like who we would be, if you guys remember, I mentioned I'd be a kind of monster that every step I take, like, it creates life, like plants come out. Well, here we have rot. Changes everything living into rotting. Okay, so what do you guys think?
Yep, Lotheb. He's a nasty thing to encounter playing Hearthstone.
Is he actually tough in the lore?
I don't know. I just know him from the game Hearthstone, in
Hearthstone,
which he's a 5-mana card that has 5 attack, 5 health, and makes her spells cost 5 more. It's rather annoying to deal with.
Huh. And Hearthstone is a World of Warcraft based card game, right?
Card, yes.
Um, any fans of World of Warcraft here? Anybody ever play?
Well, I
lore.
have interested in the lore because it's a lot cheaper to get into the lore than it is to get into World of Warcraft.
Or Warhammer.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys know my
Though when
kinda-
I get my
Mhm.
though when I get my paycheck this month, I am considering trying out at least 1 month of WoW Classic, because I'm a Lineage 2 veteran and I love me hard leveling. It's a glorious thing.
I don't blame you. As you guys know, I started mainly with EverQuest and then others, but EverQuest has changed over the year. There's a lot of holding like all MMOs now, but they still have Project 1999, where they tried to keep the game how it was in 1999, and it's still flourishing. It's got a lot of people, and it has the same mentality the game had when it first came out. People actually talk to you and they help you out. It's lovely. It's charming. And that's also where I mentioned my fungus monster from before. So anyway, World of Warcraft fungus man. Excellent. Thank you, JMPF. Great share. Good job. Over on YouTube, who said that? Raincrawler says, Dio's artworks are very good, improving on each one. Plus, I'm not that good, but thank you, he says. Too bad Dio didn't hear you, because he's in the other thing. By the way, Dio, Raincrawler says he likes your artworks.
Odd.
Okay, I let him know. I just switched to there. Hopefully he caught that. Nobody stops me. Okay. Also, Louis says, question, are fungus-based monsters considered mushroom monsters? Yes. Yes, all types of fungi here.
It's a form of any type of fun guy that you are aware of.
Mm-hmm. That's, we can, debate how far that goes, because then you get into getting bacteria and such, but I think nobody has brought anything up like that too much, so keeping it simple. Fungus, mold, don't forget mold, and mushroom. Raincrawler says, my share. The monsters from Matango movie. Okay, let's check that out. Actually, let me take all of that. We're going to get a picture for you guys right now. The movie is more psychological than anything else. Ishiro Honda is the director of the movie. Ooh, Ishiro Honda of Godzilla. Let's check it out. So here it is, and I'm going to Google search some images. Let's get it. Oh, yes, of course. I think I included these guys in my All Kaijis video. So check them out, guys. Some real life, not real life, but real life portrayed mushroom monsters. They're like the myconids of D&D. They're probably the closest thing out there in movies. Yeah, I remember seeing this. Anybody aware of this?
Of what?
These monsters from the Japanese movie.
I'm not familiar with them.
There's a little statuette. You're looking good, Darth. Cool. Yeah, Donde remembers. Let's get some other... Let me get the black and white image. That one's the best. It's a good one. Here we go. Donde says, is this where they eat mushrooms and end up becoming mushroom people? I think maybe. Is that the one, Raincrawler? Is that the one where they eat mushrooms and they start becoming mushrooms? That's such a good idea, too.
You become what you eat, after all.
That's right. There you have it, folks. They are called... Well, not sure what they're called, but they're of Matango. Matango, the movie. I remember a movie like that. Not sure if that's the one or not. Must watch that movie, right? He says, yes, Donde is correct. Donde, you are correct. Huzzah! You get a watermelon. So you eat them, you become them. Nice. And I think they even hallucinated or something, or they had some kind of effect like that in the movie. I remember something like that. The Raincrawler says that looks like a fungus troll. Really cool. Yeah. Ooh, fungus troll. Those are so awesome. Louis says, so the...
Indeed. So I am ready.
Okay. Hold on. Louis says, so the flood qualify and the monsters from Resident Evil 7 qualify as well. Awesome. I would say so, Louis. Yeah, I would say so. It's an infection, right?
They're more. They fall more into the animal kingdom than the fungus. They just function more parasitically. So I guess.
Right, and then we have to distinguish what is kind of an infection or infected type monsters and fungus because that overlaps. I think what's the game... I don't want to mention it in case somebody mentions it with the kind of zombies and stuff. So I'll stop right there. Thank you, JMPF, for sharing. And who was that last? That was Raincrawler. Let's go back to Chris. Spotlight.
All right. So the thing I'm going to be talking about today is, like Z's, a real-life monster that
Gas.
also happens to be the largest living organism, or is at least one of the candidates to be the largest living
Oh.
organism to have ever existed on planet Earth.
Oh, yes, that one.
And that is the Armillaria ostoyae, or the humongous fungus, as it has been named, which is
Beautiful
adorable.
name. Beautiful name.
It is glorious. And specifically, that is the species of fungus. However, the particular individual that I'm speaking about is one that is located in, just let me look up the exact name, Mahler National Forest in Oregon, where it as a single organism has managed to essentially make itself quite big. For example, let me see if I can copy this. Ah, damn it, copy. Lost a thing. Nope, it's not copying this. I'm gonna just print screen the image then, because it's a document that shows the basically does a zoom in of how big the thing is. So first off, we are starting with the... Ah, damn it.
Is there a
I did
quick way to
bad.
do a print screen when you print screen an image and like have it ready right away without bringing it to an editing software?
I'm just using the snipping tool that Windows has. However, I opened two of them accidentally, and I caught one snipping tool over the image in question. So
Snipping.
this is to begin with, going going from big to large. This is the state of Oregon,
Okay.
and this is the Mueller National Forest that you can see here.
Okay.
And this is a... Ah, damn it.
The anticipation.
The Google thing was being derpy. And this right here, save image, is the the size of said mushroom organism. It even comes with the diagrams. So the yellow lines are other such singular mushroom organisms that spread over a vast area, and the red one is the humongous fungus, the biggest one, that spreads over 4 square miles, basically. Was it 4? Let me get the exact...
Humongous.
So you said
fungus.
4 square mile radius. Yes.
So it occupying the soil and the tree roots of the entire forest is basically draining the forest of life, and it's nascently just a singular individual organism that has spread through them, and in the size of 50 to 2,038 acres as the size of it,
Nice.
Give me the...
Very nice.
which is
Hello there.
which is estimated to weigh about 35,000 tons.
Wow.
That's one.
Okay.
And yes, so this is basically the biggest living organism to have ever lived on planet Earth.
What was the second?
That is the contender for it. The other contender for it,
It's a plant, right?
yes, it is a plant.
Cool. So the second one is the fungus. Nice.
I was going to make a your mama joke, but
Well, now this is the one of the contenders for the two ones, but the
oh,
other is it's again, but it has it's basically a forest made out of one singular tree, whose roots have grown out into a forest. It occupies a smaller area than the humongous fungus, but it weighs a lot more because trees.
Hmm. Right, right.
Uh,
Yeah, it's the
or
tree
else,
rooting system and all that. What is the name
forest.
of it, Chris?
Yes, it's a Pondo, the forest. That is what it's called because it is made from white birch, I believe, is the trees. But it's sadly dying. While in contrast, the humongous fungus is still growing because it's a fucking leech. And
Nice.
this is one of the grows of Pando. All that has basically come from a single tree. And it's estimated this root system is estimated to be 80,000 years old, which is makes also among the oldest things.
Awesome.
It occupies 106 acres, so about 1 square mile, and it weighs about 6 million 6600 short tons, or 6 million kilos. Let me see if I can.
Very cool.
It's
I
not a
love the names
mushroom.
these huge organisms have. Humongous fungus and pondo. They're
Mhm.
so humble.
These basically these two are in competition. Who is the biggest one in on the planet? Because one
Nice.
is bigger in terms of area, because
Uh-huh.
it's a much larger area, but the other one, whilst on a smaller area, weighs a lot more.
Right, right.
mass. It's all about mass.
Yeah, size always goes by mass and human classification. But reach.
So yes,
Mm-hmm.
and again, the sad thing is that the prettier looking one, Pando, is sadly dying. The Grove is
Yes.
fallen into a bit of disrepair. And on the flip side, the fucking mushrooms are draining the forest they're in, killing it, and making it essentially
Right, they're taking
expanding
over.
themselves.
Yeah, people forget.
And
Hmm.
and before we pass, of course, it would be reminiscent of me to not share something that Z will most likely agree with. The arguably most famous, and the reason I'm first shared the humongous fungus because it's huge and killing a forest. So I think that counts it as a monster. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, it just needs an intimidating theme music now, and it should be fine.
On that topic of intimidating theme music to make it fine, the arguably most well-known and most beloved fungus monster out there, because we can't have an episode without mentioning Warhammer.
I was
The orcs.
trying. I
Oh,
was
we need
trying.
to play some Warhammer music. Let's see if I have something ready.
The orcs and goblins, the greenskins of Warhammer, as they are fungus, basically. They literally grow from spores, and that's the reason why they're green, because they're technically part plant and kind of photosynthesized due to the fungus bits in them. So part plant, part animal, just like fungus.
Right, right.
They'd love to fight.
Tell me, Chris, does I think Tolkien was Tolkien was
Does
prior Warhammer, but aren't Tolkien's orcs and goblins? I mean, they find them in the earth. Aren't they kind of plant based or fungus based? What is? Do you know
Well,
the
the thing
details?
is that the creatures that we know as orcs and goblins from Lord of the Rings are different. Orcs are not fungus in
In
they are
Tolkien's
corrupted
work,
elves for all intents and purposes. Long story.
or corrupted humans, it hasn't been fully revealed because sadly Tolkien passed away and could not reveal it. So the theories are that the orcs are and goblins either corrupted elves or corrupted humans, but no, they live underground because they're hideous, filthy creatures of darkness who can't stand the light.
They
Not because
actually
they're
don't
fungus.
like
Hmm.
light.
Right, but
Precisely.
in the movie, you see like they're uncovering them and they kind of dig them out and like take the slime off of them, and it looks like they're being like created in the muds.
Well, it's I think that's the Urukai, which are
Right.
a different breed of orcs. I'm
Okay.
not uncertain. It's been a long time since I last read The Lord of the Rings.
To be fair, though, it is a fantasy world. It's kind of hard to get cloning vats in there.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
better than going into a volcano, isn't it?
Chris and C, you guys see a lot of images of Warhammer lore and such. Have you seen any images of like the growth, where they grow the orcs and like the stages of that or anything like that?
Oh yeah,
I
it
assume
basically
that.
when a spore lands, it basically digs itself underground and starts draining nutrients from the earth, and eventually it grows an embryo, and the orcs just kind of
Nice.
birth out of the ground as plants.
Do they have any like official artwork of that in the books or codexes?
Yes, I just was looking for that. This
Nice.
is
I do not remember seeing anything like that.
For York fans out
th-
there, this is gold.
that's
the
the only image that I'm
Ooh.
aware.
Orgoy.
Is that official or
Yes.
fan? Really?
I don't realize where this is.
Ooh.
But yeah, this is how orcs, goblins, squigs, and squigoths are birthed.
Ah,
Can
Where,
you
that's
imagine
awesome.
just being a farmer one day in the 41st millennium, just digging up one of those bastards?
I hope you guys see this on YouTube clearly.
You would not be having a fun time.
Or quite
And
cocoon.
yes, for context, the squigs and squigoths are basically the squigs specifically are giant jaws with feet that are also technically of the same species as the orcs and goblins.
Awesome.
They're also a type of fungus
Awesome.
that grows like that, and the squigoths are basically giant lizard-looking mushroom things that become very big.
I love it. So for you
And
guys
again, of
out
the
there
same species.
that wonder why we always talk about Warhammer, look at that. Look at that lore. You got orcs from D&D all over the place, but it's up to Warhammer to have them grown as fungi. They're just a bunch of fungi. You can't blame them.
Well, to be fair, knowing the orcs and their lifestyle, they truly are a fun guy.
They are.
Oh god.
We can't stop. We're infected with fungi. So they don't need to feed, right? Maybe they just need water.
Oh, they do.
They
Oh,
do.
they do. Basically, they can survive off of sunlight and technically water, but they are so
Nice.
they are resilient enough to survive on practically anything. In there, they do feel hunger as there is part animal in them, but when they do, they just eat each other.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Are they what?
No, nothing.
Yes, as I mentioned, they can get some sustenance from sunlight. That's why they're actually green because of the plant fungus bits in them. But see, just standing in the sun is not fun. It's a lot more fun to bash the head of someone and then eat it.
Right. All right. I've said this before. With as far as factions and Warhammer go, I appreciate. They've done it so well that I appreciate every one of them. I have my favorites, but there's always something in some of them that I really, really like. Fantasy or 40k. I think the orc army is brilliant in 40k, and fantasy,
These
but
orcs are
40k
also-
really did some. It's gritty. It has so much character to it. It's really awesome.
Well, the orcs in fantasy are basically the same thing as the orcs in 40k. They're just not advanced enough to make technology yet.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So we've talked about the humongous fungus. It keeps making me think of the humongous guy on YouTube. If you guys know what I'm talking about, that
Humongous?
meme. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And then we have the pandos, right? Yeah.
Well, Pandos is not a mushroom
Right, the plant.
tree. Yes, but I just put it in reference because when you're talking biggest organism
Right.
on Earth, they're kind of competing depending on
relevant.
your outlook on it,
Sure.
whether it's surface area, how much it takes, or how much it weighs.
I wonder what the thanks, Jono. I wonder what the third one is. If it's a plant as well or fungus.
Likely going to be a plant.
Right. All right. Yeah, it's interesting, guys, because it's a silent struggle. It's a silent battle everywhere in nature, within humanity, and even things as subtle as fungus and plants are constantly waging war for space, for territory. Not necessarily territory, but space. I remember in science, I was just talking about this the other day. We, at least here from the textbook, and when I was learning, I don't know, things may have changed by now. But some of the main things that science said that we need to exist, to live, is shelter, food, water, air. What was the other one?
And enough bacon for every Saturday.
And the other one was space, which people forget. Enough space to be able to live comfortably, because once we're overcrowded, we die. And that we see that with every organism, and we see these fungi taking over territory. And again, it's not territory really in this case. They're just taking over space for these other creatures. So, yeah, it's fascinating, and that's a really big war going on. And these trees are losing. We got to help out the pando. I love the fungi. You can't not love fungi, but we got to help them
Mustache,
out.
Diet Orange, and dump a bucket of orange paint over you and help the trees.
There you go. WUM. Hashtag WUM. Something. Fight for Pando. WUM fight for Pando.
Pando.
We are in support of Panda. We're in support of pandas too, but pandas get a lot of love already. All right, let's give the pandas some love. That's why WUM exists as well. Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Let's give you some watermelons for that. Very nice. Very nicely organized input. I love that orc image. I want to see some better renders, though. I want to see them like coming out of the ground and then pulling them out and all that. It's just so fun. Okay, continue.
First thing when an orc comes out of the ground is it gets hit over the head by the biggest orc around, so it knows its place.
Just slaps
Well, that's
it
the problem. It's under
back in the ground.
for all intents and purposes.
So it's not out of the ground for long. Okay, let's see. Raincrawler says, no, Louis says that really is a humongous fungus. Wow, yep, they are big. Okay, let's continue with Darth Phoenix. Your turn, if you want to share anything. Legit Depression is here. Legit Depression, if you want to share anything, any mushroom monster in the text area or voice, you are welcome to, but you don't have to. Just let me know. If you don't want to, you can just listen in. Just say that you've got nothing to share. You're always welcome to listen in. So we're waiting for Darth Phoenix. Darth Phoenix, do you have anything for us? I drew this like 30 minutes ago because I saw this was going on. Oh, awesome. It looks like a wolf or wolfie infected.
It looks like a fungus, like wool.
Ooh, a fungus-like one.
Well, it has mushrooms growing on it.
Right, and flowers.
Ah!
It has life in it. Beautiful.
Why are you scared by flowers, Z?
I like it.
It
Watermelon.
just came out of nowhere.
Is it because flowers hide spiders in them?
Ooh,
Fuck off, Chris.
nice. I didn't know. I thought the Resident Evil stuff is more human. But nah, this is pretty fungusy. I'm liking them. They're called the molded. Ooh. Now this fungus is starting to look a little bit more malevolent. Oh yeah, especially that last one. Big teeth. What do you guys think on YouTube? Oh boy. I like them. Any thoughts?
It's fucking scary.
Yep.
It's making me think of something I want to bring up, but I don't want to ruin somebody's share today. Anything else you can tell us about them quickly, Darth Phoenix? They're funguses and they're monsters. They were human, but got turned into them. Okay, gotcha. I wonder if you suffer, if it's that kind of pain. Because people always say, I'd rather die before turning into a necromorph or turning into this. But what if it's actually fun to turn into one of these? Rather than dying, you want to become infected by a fungi because you just feel tickly and just goofy all the time, yet you're killing everybody. How about that? Oh, man. I love where these things go. Isn't there other monsters in another game? There are, Dante. There are many, but there's one specific type. When you aren't clean, GMPF says. All right, that's a meme. Very cool. Have you guys played Resident Evil 7, it looks like? Any fans?
I have not.
No? I've never gotten much into Resident Evil. My friend was into PlayStation. He's very deep into Silent Hill. I appreciate Silent Hill very much, especially after seeing the first movie. Resident Evil, I played a little bit. That camera style, even on computer, just it's too slow. But I get it. I get what it has done to people. The movies I never got into either, and I heard they're not very relevant. Jono seems to be. We seem to be important enough for Jono right now, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He's fitting us into his busy schedule. So anyway, I didn't expect these guys from Resident Evil. What do you want, Jono? Do you want to go next? Thank you, JMPF. Let's give you a watermelon for that. Or no, thank you, Darth Phoenix. A watermelon for that. Jono, it's your turn. Do you want to share anything today or not?
I have nothing. I have just a complaint.
Okay.
Why did you kick the
Well, you are here to
TTS,
help
but-
mod, right? Thank you. Thank you, Jono. That's why you are red, because you're such a responsible mod. We all appreciate you.
Oh, since he is not sharing, I would just like to add one thing.
Sure.
We are talking about mushroom monsters, so by legal obligation, this needs to be shared.
Nice.
I,
What is this?
Uh,
Ooh, I'm liking it. Damn it, I
it's-
just like mushroom
it's-
monsters.
it's a.
Louis, I want to
it's a
give you...
mushroom.
That one actually looks tasty. What game
Yes,
is that?
with bacon and cream, fried in a pound. Oh, sorry.
When you try playing Dark Souls after playing Undertale on the pacifist run,
So anyway, that is Dark Souls, though.
I can still hear Megalovania playing in the back.
Damn. I love it. I can't stop looking at it. There's something about mushroom monsters and me. Louis, I want to give you a heartfelt thank you for requesting mushroom monsters, because if you wouldn't, I don't think anybody else would have. And I enjoy it. Anybody not like to eat mushrooms here?
I mean,
Oh, I
I
love
originally was
mushrooms.
against it, but when I realized there was more to it, the consistency, the creaminess,
as a kid,
another excuse for bacon.
I will admit, when I was a kid, I did not like mushrooms, but now I really love them.
They're awesome.
Especially if you bake them in an oven. Like, just cut them up, add some condiments, onion, put them in an oven for about half an hour. Glorious.
And it's the good type too, because you see what American culture lacks a bit is they're unaware of the edible mushrooms that are here. Like, for example, Europe's, even Koreans. I see them do that very much here. My family and I, even when we lived in South Africa, when we live here in America, when we lived together, we would go mushroom hunting, and it's fun. It's very easy to choose which ones you can eat here because they have the spongy bottom, not the lines. And I'm sure, Chris, you know what I'm talking about. And
Yes,
See?
that's the thing that sets them apart, because the tubes always
Yep.
are.
there are types with the lines that you can eat, but they're harder to recognize. Maybe even you, Jono. Maybe you've done mushroom hunting with your family. I don't know.
No,
I have.
never.
So that's a cool cultural thing, and Americans are just not aware of that, because here in the supermarkets they have the white ones that really don't have much flavor, and sometimes another kind, sometimes the shiitake.
Hey, don't badmouth pachurki. They're good.
So they have these other ones, but the ones that actually grow out here, they have so much more flavor and just texture and meat to them. Mushroom meat. So yeah, just a note of awareness to Americans out there, take advantage of the mushrooms out here. Usually around fall or in spring, right? Research which ones you can pick. You can go with your family. It's a great family thing to
It
do.
looks like if E.T. had
Very
a
fun.
head transfusion into a plant.
Late spring or early summer also works.
Okay. Okay. It's awesome though, and damn it, I love that. I love that little GIF. What did Louis say? Let me see. Let me catch up with these guys. Louis said that that is a monster that you can face via VR. Nice. Oh, okay. Cool. Raincrawler says Resident Evil Damnation, great movie. Is it? Okay. All right. I don't know what you guys think. Resident Evil Damnation, good movie, bad?
I'm not particularly interested in the whatchamacallit, the Resident Evil franchise, so I can't.
Okay.
I'm not
Tried
sure.
to comprehend its secret, but I found myself lacking, if anything.
Right, especially the movies. Even the fans of the game, that's still there's a separation between the games and the movies. So, anyway, good to hear, Raincrawler. Someday I'll watch it. I just haven't gotten much into it. Louis
The main
says,
thing I
go ahead.
like about the and know about the Resident Evil franchise, there's apparently a steroid jacked up and muscle bound guy called Chris. So that makes me laugh.
Well,
Okay, it's not the
is
big
there
guy.
any similarities between
not
you
sure.
and that person?
The rugged jaw.
Fair enough.
Nice. Chris has a rugged jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Louis says, the Flood from Halo are the most amazingly devastating fungus monsters in the galaxy, rivaled only by the Tyranids. Right, Louis.
No,
So as far as
no.
fungus, because Tyranids aren't really specifically just fungus, the Flood is more so.
The Flood, you can argue, is a fungus, but it's not. Or it's also inferior to the Zerg. Both the Zerg and the Tyranids are superior in terms of being a assimilation type of species to it.
Right. I think they are too, but I don't know enough, I guess, about Flood to determine if they are more fungus than Tyranids and Zerg.
Oh yes, the Tyranids and the Zerg are more reptile / insect type of thing. With the Flood, I can see how you can easily make that.
Okay.
They are this.
Gotcha. So, Louis, I think we agree with you then. As far as fungus type kind of bacteria like that monsters, I would say the necromorphs, that's a kind of, you have bacteria involving there, but that's a little bit more even of its own thing and magic and a little bit more, even more fantasy maybe, because well, it depends. But, so you got that rivaling too, and that's pretty damn powerful, but yeah, I think Halo or the Flood has that. Okay, we're gonna move on to Dande. What he said here. Let's see. Good, Jono's still here. He's red. Get to see that.
To bring back the TTS.
Much, but it's something. Okay, so Dande says, I have a mushroom creature to share. It's not much, but it's something, since it may be overlooked. And Dande, I would like to see some mushroom art by Rue, because you do a kind of gritty art style, and I think with a fungus, ooh, that could be so wonderful. All right, so here it is.
Agreed.
He says, this thing from from Troll, the Good Bad movie. When Harry Potter Jr. goes and visits the old lady upstairs, he sees this creature. It's some sort of mushroom creature in a pot that she has in her apartment. Wait, but you're talking from Troll, right? The movie, not from Harry Potter. You're just saying he looks like Harry Potter Jr., right? That was a joke. I'm not being a Leslie here. So, yes. Okay. Oh, it is? It's Harry Potter Jr.? What the hell, really?
Harry Potter Jr. is a mushroom. Harry Potter Jr. is a mushroom.
But
And you
that's...
thought that series couldn't get any more inclusive. We have now fungoids.
But I mean
Doesn't
I'm
that...
sure he's a fun guy.
Ah, crap.
Yay.
That's the third time today.
Ah. But okay, Harry Potter, the movies and the books came out years after this. So what is Harry? I'm confused. What is relevant about Harry Potter, the name? Is it somewhere from history or something?
I don't think
Am I
so.
missing
From
something?
what I know, it just what's her face? J.K. Rowling just came up with it.
Right. But then Troll is an old movie. I mean, like from the 80s or early 90s. Yet it had the name Harry Potter Jr. Is that right, John Day?
Oh.
John Day, clear this up. You started this mess. You clean it up.
When was the first Harry Potter book released?
2000 something.
Yeah.
If not earlier.
Because it was part of the Satanic Panic thing, where people were, specifically in America, were trying to burn the books and ban them.
No, yeah. It's like D&D. Silly,
Sounds like.
silly humans.
They're still there.
But
That's
it was
great, dude.
saved with the power of capitalism.
I would love leaving my soup for some days and then coming back to this. I would probably eat it too, but it would just be funny. It would probably be annoying looking at its face and mouth. It would be
Probably.
constantly looking at you and asking you what you're doing.
Probably would shoot it. Remove a threat to my privacy. Don't like pets.
See, so, yeah, Donde agrees. He says, I know, right? The first film with that name. Maybe she stole that name from Troll. Ooh, you pathetic lady, you.
I mean, the first book does involve a certain creature known as a troll. In a bathroom, no less.
Oh, the noggin is jogging. My almonds are activated.
Oh boy. So interesting. There's been that little bit of PewDiePie issues with J.K. Rowling's, which divided the kids. So there's some fuel for
PewDiePie has
that.
more integrity than J.K. Rowling. Kids listen to PewDiePie.
Oh wow. Okay.
Also subscribe to PewDiePie.
Never know what to
I,
expect. from you
I
guys.
think the subscribing to PewDiePie is over by now.
Still,
Why do you
Unfortunately.
speak so well? No, never mind. That's the whole PewDiePie thing. As far as her books, cool, whatever. Movies. But yeah, people are
I'm
in
not a-
bubbles. Fungus
Not a
art.
fan of
You're not a fan of the Harry Potter universe?
it at all.
Why?
Never liked it.
You never liked it. Okay.
I'm not that. I'm not that much into fantasy and stuff.
Right, you're more sci-fi. And Godzilla, you've got a special thing for him. I got it.
Go, go, Godzilla!
Always. And that song is so good.
Main creature is named Harry Potter Jr. Yeah, J.K. Rowling stole the name. That's it. Send this information to PewDiePie and let's get some eyes on World of Monsters. Yeah, the movie came out in 1986. Well, you've heard it here, folks. You learn something new every day. That's
say
why.
after it, and now you're thinking with portals. Good on you.
Time portals, no less.
Right on.
We're going full Chrono Trigger here.
Right for bed.
And everything. All right. There should be something about that on an interview. Right, JMPF? There's a joke that Harry Potter is the father to the boy in the movie, and it's his son. So it's a sequel years before the movie series. Right. Who knows if that's been going on Rowling's head? It very well could have. She just knows nobody would ever catch on. But
I don't
you never know.
She has enough fans, at least someone out there must care.
Maybe even like her brother or sibling or somebody created the Troll movie. Maybe her grandfather did.
I'm
I'm
that's
reaching.
stretching it a little bit too far in the
Yeah.
conspiracy theory land.
Yeah. But that's
we
what
are
makes
definitely
it fun.
going far out when we're talking about Harry Potter monsters.
Imagine Harry watching the movie. Right?
And
Yeah,
just being like,
because Troll is pretty decently well known among moviegoers. It's always listed among the top like bad good movies. So
I've heard of the movie. I haven't watched it.
there's some weird stuff in it. The peeing thing, yeah. Mostly
No,
because
we all know the real masterpiece is Troll 2.
Troll 2. Maybe that's the masterpiece.
It's The Room.
All right, so let's see. YouTube, people are saying Inspiration comes from everywhere. Harry Potter troll. Well, you gotta start somewhere, right, Louis? Has anybody mentioned the monsters from The Last of Us? Thank you, Louis. That's what I've been thinking. I didn't want to, because I haven't even played the game, but I didn't want to mention it in case I spoiled somebody's share. And since everybody shared, I just want to draw attention to The Last of Us, the zombies with the fungus structures to them. Anybody have more information on that?
Again, another case of I know the game, but I have not played. The only thing I know about it is the meme that it's always getting delayed.
Okay, I think they're very relevant. I think the closest thing that anybody mentioned today to those are, well, anything creepy humanoid fungusy. So here are some images. I think the concept art and the concept just idea, the concept itself behind these guys is pretty damn awesome. If you take a look at the images, I'll throw at you guys. I've seen them a lot. I haven't played the game, but it's kind of like the Demogorgon of Stranger Things. You know, you see it so often that it ruins, you know, if you've ever watched, you know, that portion of Stranger Things, because it's just been spoiled to what that creature looks like. Same with, well, not same with this, but it's just I've seen these guys so much. But take a look. Just look at them in awe. Aren't they wonderful? I really appreciate it. Sorry?
Uncomfortable those creatures be.
I think they're a wonderful mix of things, like done right. You know, it's not too, oh gosh, you know, or that's just silly or something. The concepts are great. So obviously these are sort of more infected than undead zombies, and like clearly so. That's pretty awesome, though. I wish we had more lore. I thought Jono might know or Pro, since they've been playing Dying Light. Actually, I thought Dying Light was this game. I confuse them.
No, they're not fungus monsters.
Okay. It's all different. So I guess I'll end with that. I really like that fatty one. So colorful. Because that's what they would be like. Funguses have so many colors, too, and variation that they would look great visually, but it'd still be devastating. All right. Any thoughts? Do you guys like them? Not like them?
I find them horrifying, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would not like to meet one in a dark alley.
Nor I do.
Or a forest. Okay, one
See,
more
that's the
bust.
thing, I'm a city boy. I don't do forests.
Well, yeah, and especially some of the things you've seen. Then, yeah. Okay, I think I'm getting done posting these. One more? That one's not good enough.
Arthur,
I'm done. Yes.
Arthur,
What do you want, Jono?
invite the text-to-speech bot back.
Okay, I'll do that. Let me just get done here since I'm using one hand. In the forest, nothing can save
Yes.
you.
What is the other hand doing?
Arthur.
It's holding the microphone, and the other one's on the mouse.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
you're
using a
holding the
microphone
microphone.
stand,
Holding the microphone, so that's what you call it.
right?
God,
And I talk to it as well.
don't
Sometimes
be
my
so
lips touch it.
Wait, you talk to it, and your lips touch it. I thought that was your wife's job.
Why is
No,
this
she's
a
pretty shy when
conversation?
it comes to my microphone.
Why is this a conversation?
Arthur,
Maybe
this
because it's
was
big and
supposed
black. I don't know.
So you must tan it quite extensively.
God dang it, Chris.
Actually, I don't know what it
Can we
is.
get back to mushrooms?
There's
Is that
light
a
bulbs.
I
Light
like
bulbs.
Well, yes, we are talking about
Monster.
Arthur's mushroom microphone.
Nice.
Mother
Ah,
hecker.
goodness, what people miss, what the 78,000 people miss, and I'm glad they do. Such conversations that go on at WUM, humor required, right? Be careful, some of them contain LSD. Alrighty. I guess that's it. It does have a mushroom appearance.
Was that it for today?
Okay.
Thank you guys for
What is
sharing.
our next week's topic?
Oh, yes, let's vote. We're an hour and 13 minutes and beautiful. Okay, let's choose the next topic. I was going to mention pros, but since he didn't even join us to listen in, I'm not going to mention it. And I'm not going to
That's
tease
fair.
him by changing his rank like I did Jono. Because Pro had a good one. Pros was the unpopular opinion monsters, which I think could be really a good topic, but we'll hold it off till later. So, with that, what do you guys think? Over on YouTube. Give us suggestions. I hope you're happy, Louis. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Mushroom Monsters. I sure did. I knew it would be good. Everything's good here because we always dig deeper. That's what keeps it good. That's what keeps it good. Jono, you have a suggestion?
I wanted to go for the unpopular,
Mm-hmm.
unpopular monster's opinion.
Dark Lord.
What would that be?
Do that, I think.
How about monsters with thick legs?
Oh, Godzilla. Godzilla
A
wins.
bit too narrow, Misa.
Yeah.
thinks.
No, okay, so let's okay, I got a good one. I got a good one because it's relevant as far as what I plan for my next art contest or this year's. Monsters that are but that's okay. So I was going to say monsters that are obviously composed of of like two animals, but that's
We
so
already done
many
that.
hybrids and chimeras. So yeah, no, that's I'm just going to say monsters with huge ears. I'll keep it simple this time.
No, actually, I don't like this.
Big eared monsters is my suggestion. JMPF says Lovecraftian monsters. Nice.
We do have noisy monsters.
That was one I brought up too. Yeah. Okay, so let me write them down.
We should make a channel for these suggestions just to keep track of them by now.
Uh-oh, he's here.
Bro,
He's only here to get him his suggestion.
It doesn't count him as the Monstercast.
Um,
Okay, a suggestion for next week's topic. Oh, what monster would you like to throw at Procrastitron for missing this week's Monstercast?
ooh.
I don't know. A small Necron Legion, does that count?
No, only one monster. We don't want to be mean.
See,
Okay,
Pro, I told you. Louis did say anatomy-based monsters. That's pretty good too.
What is anatomy-based monsters exactly?
Yeah, what do you mean, Louis? Like they look like a part of an anatomy, or they depend on an anatomy to survive, or they represent some anatomy, or all of the above?
I don't like this idea. Anime bad.
Yeah, Pro's mic has been really quiet lately, Donde. So that's what's up.
Wait, what? No.
But he is on computer now, so. Pro, you're on computer now, right? Did it get better? Like large part of the body specifically. So you mean like the monster is a large part of a body, Louis, right? Like a big mouth or a big arm walking around, something like that. Like the hand monster. The thing from Adam's Family. I like that idea. Example, the big heart on Contra. You guys know a big heart on Contra?
Nope.
Well, anyway, that's
But
basically
the
what I
thing is a
just...
good creature.
Okay, here are the suggestions, guys. There you go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please choose one and write it down under.
I would say Lovecraftian, but I assume Lovecraftian mean that it's not directly made by Lovecraft, but instead just have elements of Lovecraft.
Mm, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. We can narrow that down. Okay, so pro votes Lovecraft.
I say Lovecraft too.
What
because
is anatomy
Lovecraft,
based? Dande, so anatomy based means they basically have the form of some kind of anatomy. So like a hand, a heart, a big brain, a head, stuff like that. There's a lot of monsters for sure like that. Lovecraftian, Lovecraftian. Raincrawler says Lovecraft.
Okay, I'll go with Lovecraft too then.
I am split between anatomical monster, the anatomy monsters, and throwing at pro.
That's a good one though. And throwing it at pro. Well, you can combine them. I mean, in that case. Lovecraftian. I'm going anatomy. I do like that one. I do love crafts. I do love
I'm gonna go
Lovecraft
anatomy
stuff.
too.
Cool. So we got Chris. Lovecraft. I'll put that down for you, Chris. Okay, so... Wait, no, you said anatomy. Why did I say that?
I
Damn,
vote
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft, but I have to go. Friends are
Wait, what do you mean friends are calling?
other friends.
Aww.
Can we make a lottery? I have to find that code again. Please. We can do one. How about after the show? Just let me have a free hand off my microphone. Wink, wink. Lovecraft monsters. Lovecraftian sounds good. Anatomy. Okay, so who's the winner here?
Lovecraft
Is it
for me.
1, 2, 3, 4? I see 4 for Lovecraft. Anatomy, I see 1, 2.
Or what you
3.
can do is make a lottery, and every vote counts as an extra entry into the lottery. So you have 3 chances to pick Lovecraft, 2 chances for the anatomy monsters, that kind of stuff. Keeps it more randomized.
Okay. Well, as far as votes go, it's a clear winner today, so we don't have to break a tie. Is that the wheel of torture? So, okay, we're going Lovecraftian. Good suggestion. Love Lovecraftian stuff. I look forward to reading the books when I have time. Okay, so Monstercast number 48 next week. I'll let you guys know ahead on Discord if we're going to move it. And I'll also, I need to remember to update everybody in the community section over on the Voices of the Monsterhood YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, in case we do move it for you guys like Louie and stuff. I'm sorry because we skipped last week's and I didn't update on there. I only updated on Discord. So I'll be sure to do that. Jono, if you can remind me, or, well, you can't really do that. So if you can remind me to do that if I do skip a Saturday.
Oh, okay. Important.
Or anyone else, for that matter. Okay, guys, so thank you. Next week, we're talking Lovecraftian monsters. It's been a great show. I'm thinking about goodbyes. Too bad Victor hasn't joined us in a while. Oh, well. Oh, well, there's always somebody. We got a lot of good people. Yeah, Victor's a good guy. Everybody's good here, for the most part. The fungus-infected walking hand from Splinter. You're starting too early, Champion. Oh, that's different. Yes.
Am I good?
Are you what?
Am I good?
Are you doomed or good?
Am I good?
Are you good? You're okay now. You're okay now. You've been okay. You've been okay, but you know that going there and listening to music, being a slayer. What? That's unconscionable.
Arthur
very bad.
Oh goodness! Now we got another pro attitude. Now it's called a pro attitude. Sorry, pro. Okay, Darth Phoenix. You said you suggested 2, and I didn't even look at them. Where? I suggested 2 things, and both didn't get mentioned. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thanks for reminding me. Just don't get angry at me. I am only one monster master here. We choose
With one hand available.
We choose the new MC. Unpopular.
Arthur, can you
What?
get monster?
Okay, tell me what you mentioned. Because I see you said unpopular monster opinion and Dark Lord, which are both pros, but we did say we're going to skip pros this week. Yeah, those are both pros suggestions, so I did see them, Dark. We're just skipping, though, because pro bad. Pro bad this week. Jono was bad. Jono's like 50% bad now. Anyway, it was a good show. It was very interesting.
Just because
You guys missed
just because I wasn't in this.
That's right.
Monstercast.
John, we should start our own event.
There you go. The anger.
And I say I am contractually obligated to say Arthur is not bad. Arthur is glorious. So both of you buzz off.
We did talk about interesting stuff,
No.
guys, like the largest
Chris,
organism on our planet. So we did
Chris
have
is going
interesting
to
stuff.
Monster.
All right. We're done here. Thank you, Louis and Raincrawler over on YouTube. Thank you, Donde Darth, JMPF, Giano, Chris, Pro, Dio, and myself for joining in today. We'll be updating on Donde next weekend, and he'll also be updating on Monday on his next challenge. Watch out for that. Have a great September. Have a great week. Stay monstrous, my friends. Until next time. Say your goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Well, as Victor normally says, do not fear the unknown. Seek it out, study it, understand it. To which I would follow up with my final words being, fear the unknown, shoot it in the face with the shotgun. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Louis said I'm headed off to Hogwarts next week. I'll try to fly back on time. My friends, take care. Oh boy, Louis going to
So, John,
Hogwarts.
congratulations on running another lap around the sun.